Oh, hey. Well, hi everyone. You caught me off guard here, but welcome to the 2015 Naperville Bears Fantasy Draft Lottery. All right, well, today we have quite the event list for determining our divisions and picks. And what we're going to be doing for divisions is I have a prize wheel. So what we're going to be doing is Wheel of Fortune for divisions. So, as every year, I have my list with me, and what we'll be doing is we'll go from the top with our winner from last year, myself, and going all the way down to Clark in dead last, who will be putting up stickers this year. And so each number coordinates to what place you were in the league, and we will go down starting from 1, go all the way down to 12, and pick your divisions. Next, we'll get our faithful 12 picks as we always do. Well, let's get started. Let's get some divisions here. So, starting off with number 1, myself. The Central Division. I will be in the Central Division. Next up, Shamik. Shamik, welcome to the East. Third up on our list is Greg. Greg, I will join you in the Central Division. Next up is Joe. Joe is also in the East. And when one division is full, we will keep spinning until a new division is available. Next up is Colin Fernandez. Colin, you are the first team in the West. Congratulations. Next up, Matthew Magic. Matthew Magic, welcome to the West with Colin. Keith Brown, you are next. Keith will also be joining the West. That leaves one more position left for the West, 2 for the East, and 2 for the Central Division. Matthew Keller, you are next. Matthew Keller will close out the West. An odd series of events here with 4 Wests, but the West is closed. Now we only have the East and the Central Divisions left. Eric, you're next. Ah, yes. Eric, welcome to the Central Division. It's an honor to have you. Next, T. McLean. And T will also be joining us in the Central Division. So that will round out the Central Division. Sorry, Matthew and Clark, not the same person. You guys will not get to spin, but you will both be in the East. So, to round out the divisions, the Central Division will be myself, Greg, Eric, and T. McLean. The East Division will be Shamik, Joe, Clark, and Matthew, my brother. And last but not least, the West will be Colin, Matthew Magic, Keith Brown, and Matt Keller. And so, that will conclude the picking for the divisions. But let's take a little stroll, and then we'll get our faithful 12 picks. So come on, let's go get some picks here. And so, everyone, now that we have our divisions picked, we will be taking our 12 picks by this very expensive piece of equipment shipped from overseas. We'll be doing Plinko for draft picks. So I'd like to give a special thank you to Wilderness Falls for the inspiration But today, instead of winning a free game of mini golf, you will be winning a draft pick. So, how this is going to work, everyone, is I have here golf balls, each with a corresponding number. This is 7. 7 would correspond to Keith Brown. But what I'm going to be doing is placing all 12 golf balls at the top row, letting them go at the same time, and the one ball that makes it into the bottom cup will receive the draft pick. Now, as always, we will start from 12 and go all the way down to 1. But since this is such an expensive piece of equipment, in the event that a ball does not make it all the way down or falls off the apparatus, that ball will be disqualified for that round and we will continue on. In the other case, if no ball makes it into the bottom hole, we'll pick up all the balls and redo as well. Each time the ball is picked in the last cup, it will be taken out and one less ball will be taken. So, without further ado, let's find out who the 12th pick in the draft is this year. So the 12th pick in the 2015 Naperville Bears draft will be it looks like we have a 12th pick here. With the 12th pick in the 2015 Naperville Bears fantasy draft will be number 1, your commissioner, your champion, myself. Congratulations, Kevin. I have the 12th pick. Now we will gather the remaining balls, hoping we have 11. Okay, so now that we have our 12th pick decided, we will determine who has the 11th pick. So the 11th pick in the 2015 Naperville Bears fantasy draft will be the 11th pick in the 2015 Naperville Bears fantasy draft will be Colin Fernandez. Congratulations, Colin. You have the 11th pick. And so, to determine who has the 10th pick in the 2015 Naperville Bears fantasy draft. And so, with the 10th pick in the 2015 Naperville Bears fantasy draft will be number 7, always number 7 in our hearts, Keith Brown. Congratulations, Keith. So, to determine the 9th pick in the 2015 Naperville Bears fantasy draft, and so, the 9th pick in this year's draft, fittingly, will go to number 9, Eric. Eric Meador, congratulations. End of the draft for you. And so, for the 8th pick in this year's draft, And so, with the 8th pick in the 2015 Naperville Bears Fantasy Draft, we'll go to number 4, Joe the Father. Congratulations, Joe. So, with the 7th pick in this year's draft, So with the 7th pick in the 2015 Naperville Bears Fantasy Draft, we'll go to Matthew Magic. Congratulations, Matt. So with the 6th pick in the 2015 Naperville Bears Fantasy Draft, we'll go to So the 6th pick in this year's draft will go to number 11, which is Matthew. Matthew, congratulations. You're picking 6 this year. And so, with the 5th pick in this year's draft, and the 5th pick in this year's draft will go to number 2, Shamik. Shamik, congratulations. You're picking 5. With the 4th pick in the 2015 Naperville Bears Fantasy Draft, we'll go to It will go to no one. We will redo. For the 4th pick.
No!
Will also go to no one. The 4th pick, one more time. With the 4th pick in this year's draft, we'll go to number 10, T. McLean. T, congratulations. And 3 picks remain in this year's draft. We have Greg left, as well as Keller and Clark, our last place winner from this year. Good luck, gentlemen, for the 3rd pick. With the 3rd pick in the 2015 Naperville Bears Fantasy Draft, we'll go to number 8, Matthew Keller. Congratulations, you'll be picking 3 this year. And so, 2 players remain, Greg and Matthew Clark. Clark, obviously his number is 12 because he was last place this year, and Greg at 3. Hopefully, one toss will decide the fate of the 2 remaining picks. For the 2nd pick, and maybe the 1st as well. I think we have the 1st and 2nd pick here. With the 2nd pick in this year's draft, we'll go to number 12. Although he is last, he won't get the 1st pick, but he'll get the 2nd pick. Congratulations, Clark. And that will leave Greg Feldkamp number 3 with the first pick in this year's draft. So, this concludes our draft procedure for the lottery today. Congratulations, Greg, for getting the first pick. I'll read the picks one more time. At 12, myself, the commissioner, the champion. At 11, Colin Fernandez. 10, Keith Brown. 9, Eric. 8, Joe. 7, Matthew Magic. 6, Matthew Swoboda. 5, Shamik. 4, T. McLean. 3, Matthew Keller. 2, Matt Clark, our last place champion. And at 1, Greg Feldkamp. So, this concludes our draft procedures for today. Thank you everyone for joining us, and I'll see you in September. Thanks, guys.